Hey guys, it's Alex, and today I want to talk about staying present in the current moment that you're in order to reach where you're trying to go. Now, it may sound counterintuitive to only focus on now in order to achieve a better future, to reach success, to have good, healthy self-esteem, but the fact of the matter is it's true. What happens when we look outside of the here and now is that we get entirely stuck into a reality that really isn't currently real. What happens is we go through life, we make mistakes, we make good things happen, we make bad things happen, and time passes. And then when something occurs in our past that really sticks with us and hurts us, or it even might impact us in a positive way, when we stay in the mindset of yesterday, or a year from now, or a year behind us, or 10 years in the past, what happens is you get trapped in this reality of a past reality. It has no bearing outside of potentially the lessons you learn from the things you go through in the past. It has no bearing on what's going on now. And certainly, if you're not focused on right now, you're going to have a really tough time achieving something different in the future than what you experienced in the past. As human beings, we take so heavily what happens in the past, and that imprints on us, and we pick out different things from the past that we definitely do not want to experience again in the future. But by dwelling on those past things, we might not be ensuring that they repeat themselves, but we're not really letting ourselves have the best shot at an actual more positive future, because there's no present time to do anything differently than you've done before. And only in the present do you have the opportunity to make different decisions, try new things in order to impact what happens in your future in a way that creates a result that's different from what you've already done in the past. So on the other opposite end of that is people that only think about the future and one day I will be this and one day I want that. Well, if you're only thinking in terms of one day, that one day is never going to get the chance to happen, because it's only in the current moment that you can make the decisions today that will impact the future. I challenge people to think about the present as the future, because every single thing you do is creating the next moment of your life. And all of these moments compiled is what eventually sends us on this trajectory for getting better at the things we want to get better at and letting go of the things we've done in the past. You have to be currently doing things in the present that are positive and separate from the things that have left a scar on you in order to change your story. Otherwise, you're just rewinding the same story or fantasizing about a story that you're never going to have the opportunity to create, because you're not doing any true work in the time and place you're living in right now. So all that really is mindfulness and action put together. Staying mindful of not repeating this narrative of what happened to you in the past, which stirs up all this fear and anxiety about what you should do now so that you're not making those mistakes again. And it's about not just focusing too much on the future and daydreaming in a reality that you're creating maybe mentally, but you're not matching that up with physical things that you're doing in order to ensure that. So staying mindful of the present, and as you check yourself and stop yourself from dwelling on either of those two polarities, the future or the past, but staying mindful in the present and saying, hey, wait a minute, self, hey, you are now daydreaming, and that's great and all. It's good to have a little vision board, but you can't just stare at a vision board all day. You have to go out and do. And hey, you're beating yourself up again about the past, and we already talked about this. We said this is over and done. We learned from it. Let's use that, but let's also move forward now. That mindfulness in the moment to then say, okay, not going down that road today. What can I physically do today that's going to make me 1% better today, right now, than yesterday? And all you really have to do to achieve that is take some sort of action. If you've got a general goal of what you want to accomplish, stop thinking about that goal. Start working on that goal, and do that starting in a very mental place, because what has to happen first for all of us that get caught up in the past and get to fantasizing too much about the future is you have to get really practical and do the hard work of breaking the habit of thinking in a certain way, because thoughts certainly do become things. And if you're only thinking about the past and the future, that's all you're going to be doing is just a bunch of thinking. And only in the doing, in the here and now, is how we're going to get to a place where we can be accepting of our path and embracing the fact that life is really nothing more than embracing the process of it. And if you can concentrate on making sure that every single day you're spending more and more time enjoying and going through the actions of the present, you will be able to one day wake up and look back and say, the only thing I'm really, really, truly happy about bringing along with me in my past is the fact that for the past X amount of time now, I decided to make a change and wake up each day and focus on that day. Not the day before, not the day after. But I decided at this point in my life, and I hope that's today for you, that I'm going to start waking up and focusing on each day, and that hopefully that new habit becomes the thing you're the most proud of when you look back on the past. Because other than looking back on good habit changes, you can't be beating yourself up over the past, and you can't only fantasize about the future. Be present in the here and now. It will do you a world of good. Until next time, I hope you have happy and healthy conversations, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.